Stay tuned for the bonus feature at the end of this video. We're going to start off with the 4. The 4 operations. The 4 ops. Adding 5 plus 2. That's 1. That's a 2, folks. So adding 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. 2 D's in. Subtracting 5 times 2 equals 10. That's multiplication. And 5 divided by 2, I should have picked better numbers, is 2.5, or 2 1/2. That's division. So those are the 4 operations. Now, you have 2 of the same number, 4 different answers because you're doing different things to them. We talked about that earlier already. Now, the thing is this. The order that you do these things are very, very important. Because if you kind of make up your own order, you can get different answers, kind of like you have different answers here. What answer do you get?
26.
All right, one person says they get a 26. Anybody else get a different answer? 56. Oh. 56. Now, it can't both be right. How did you get 26? Yes.
Okay, I did 3 times 7.
So 5 plus 3. Oh, so you did this part first?
Yeah.
So 5 plus 21. And that final answer is 26. How did you get 56? Somebody else? Yes.
I did 5 plus 3, which is 8, and then times 7.
So you did this first. So 8 times 7 is 56. Oh, we have 2 different answers. So this whole math thing is ridiculous because you can get different answers depending on what you do. Now, I'm going to try this. I'm going to say that one of you has to be wrong. You can't both be right. Now, I'm going to try to do this problem. Now, I'm going to do this the long way. You were taught that multiplying is a shortcut for what? Adding the same thing over and over again, right?
Yeah.
So if I rewrite 5 plus 3 times 7, this just means you have 3 7s, right? So it's like saying 5 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. Make sense? Now if I work, what's 5 plus 7? 12. What's 7 plus 7?
14.
What's 12 plus 14?
26.
26. But they say, but Mr. Chohan, 3 times 7 can also mean there are 7 3s. Okay, fine. Let's try that again. 5 plus 7 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's 5 plus 3?
8.
What's 3 plus 3?
6.
Eek. What's 8 plus 6?
14.
What's 6 plus 6?
12.
What's 14 plus 12?
26.
26. Oh, I got 26 again. I didn't get a 56. Oh, man. You say, but Mr. Chohan, you didn't add from left to right. Okay. What's 5 plus 7?
12.
What's 12 plus 7?
19.
What's 19 plus 7?
26.
26. We still got a 26. So it would seem that most of our answers come out to 26, which means this guy must be wrong. Now the question is, why? Why is it that you should not be adding first? It looks like you should be multiplying first, doesn't it? Now, I'm not going to say why. Actually, that's not a why question. That's just more an observation. When you have things like adding and multiplying going on, what should you be doing first? Because this answer is 26, this answer is 26, and this answer is 26. So that's got to be the right answer. The question is, what do you notice? When you have adding and multiplying, what should you do first? You should be multiplying first. Now the question is this now. Why should you be multiplying first? Yes?
Because, so it's multiply, divide, add, or subtract.
Well, that's like the thing, but I want to know why that is. Why is it we're supposed to multiply this first instead of adding this first?
Oh,
Yes?
because if you add, then you could come out with an 8, and then...
Well, yeah, but that's not a reason why. I mean, 8 is not a bad number. My question is, why is it we have to multiply instead of add? Why is that? What does that mean, 3 times 7? All right, so there are 3 7s. That makes sense? All right, now what if I did this? Now again, how many 7s are there? 3 of them. Oops, wrong. Now if I did adding first, what 5 plus 3 is 8 times 7. What does this mean then? And what does that mean, 8 times 7? Wait a second. Ah, and that's the reason why. When you read the problem and you read this, you have to say there are 3 7s here. How many 7s? Are there 4 7s? Are there 6 7s? Are there 9 7s? Are there 8 7s? No, how many 7s are there? 3. If you do 5 plus 3, what do you get? But what does this say? Oh, but didn't we already say that there aren't 8 7s? We said there are 3 7s, yes?
Yes.
So if you do something to change the original meaning, that means you did the wrong thing. Get it? So if you change the original meaning, you've done the wrong thing. So that's why it's very important when it comes to order of operations, you have to do any kind of multiplying or dividing first. The only time you don't have to do that is if you saw something like this.
Oh, yeah, you do that first.
Yeah. The parentheses tells you, this is what this means. It's telling you, you know that you're supposed to do 3 times 7 because there are 3 7s. But I'm setting up the problem and I'm telling you that you have to do that first. So if this is given to you, that means you have to do this first. So all the brackets do tell you what to do first. Otherwise, what should you always be doing first? Over adding. Now I'll just say dividing is the same thing as multiplying. So multiplying and dividing, you do those things first. Adding and subtracting should always be done last. All right, what do I do here? Yes? Divide 8 and 4 to get 2. Then you do 3 times 7. Very good, which is 21. Your final answer is? So remember, any multiplying and dividing you do first. All right, so it's very important to remember, it doesn't matter what order you add or subtract in. 16 minus 1 plus 7. The key is this. You are subtracting 1 and you are adding 7. You're not subtracting 8. You're not adding 8. You have to subtract 1. So you could do 16 minus 1 is 15. 15 plus 7 equals 22. That's your final answer. Or you could do 16 plus 7 is 23, and 23 minus 1 is 22. So that's the key idea. You're subtracting 1. If you added 1 plus 7, what would you get? You get 8. But it doesn't say subtract 8, does it? It says subtract 7. And again, if you change the original meaning, you're doing something wrong.
Cut.
If you like this video, try this one right here. For a previous video, watch this one here. Sub somewhere over here. Come back.
5.
See you later. Okay, that's it. Okay, your homework.